Hello YouTube, this is Josh from the Pantek brothers, and this is the Tech News at Noon. Today, the Supreme Court has overruled a $400 million lawsuit that Apple had been awarded in damages against Samsung in the alleged infringement of their patents with the design of some of their smartphones. What this has done is the Supreme Court has sent the case back to the federal circuit courts to reevaluate the assessed damages. Samsung is basically saying that the $400 million that Apple was awarded was unfair in that it was a percentage of the total sales of all of Samsung's revenue from their smartphones. And Samsung is basically wanting the verdict that is awarded to Apple to better represent the actual percentage of the sales that those patents represent of the total amount that was sold. So the designs that were infringed upon in the patents should only represent a small portion or percentage of the whole revenue that was generated because of Samsung's mobile phones, and which I would tend to agree on, versus the total percentage of all of the revenue of the cell phones that Samsung sold. So Apple will not be very happy with this, I'm sure. They will fight it, but it will go back to the local federal circuits to be reassessed, and hopefully Samsung will come out in the better for this and not have to pay the entire $400 million that was awarded to Apple originally. Next up is YouTube, and they are claiming they have paid more than $1 billion in ad revenue back to artists, labels, and publishers over this past year. And this is a big deal because YouTube has been a big target for the music industry as of late, basically stating that music songs, music videos that are available on YouTube are cutting into profits and shares that the labels and publishers and artists should be getting of that, which are being played and listened to by millions and millions of people. However, YouTube is stating that because of these ads and free publicity, that the music industry is more than making it up for their lack of downloads or CD sales by the fact that people are having paid subscriptions and there's ad revenue attached to those music videos and songs that are uploaded to YouTube, and that YouTube is paying back its fair share, essentially, back to the artists and labels and publishers. So it's been moving steadily in the right direction than what it used to be. There's always going to be a battle between the artists and the labels feeling like they need to get their fair cut, and the end user and the tech industry feeling like their platform is giving free publicity and free basically media outlet for those artists and labels to get their songs and videos out there to the viewers, basically cost free to them. And so there's always going to be this tension between the two, but I'm glad to see that YouTube is getting money back to the artists and labels who do work hard and do deserve a fair share of the work that they put into creating music and videos that the end user may get to stream for free, but somebody is getting paid at the end of the day. Working in the tech industry, having worked for a software company, it's very frustrating to know how much work goes into a product, a piece of software, and to know that someone can be downloading it for free and not contributing to the success or the increase in performance for a company because they've decided to download a software, or in this case music video, illegally. So I'm glad to see that YouTube is moving in that direction. Next up, we also have AT&T has announced that they are going to be testing 5G in Texas with Intel. So even though the complete protocols and standardization for 5G won't be finalized until closer to 2020. That 5G will begin being tested with Intel in Texas to begin ramping up the hopefully expansion of that to other companies offering that improved speed and reliability of coverage that 5G will offer once it's finalized and rolled out nationwide or worldwide eventually. So it's very exciting. 5G will definitely offer a lot of improvements over even 4G that we don't see now, and it's very exciting to see the boosted speed and coverage and reliability of the network that we'll get with 5G. So that is Tech News for noon today. I hope you enjoyed. We will see you tomorrow, and don't forget to like and subscribe.